Welcome to this edition of If Walls Could Talk. I'm Michael Levitt, Associate Editor of Walls and Ceilings Magazine. With me is Nick Carrillo, Vice President of Western Walls and Ceilings Contractors Association. Nick, how have you enjoyed your time here at Build 23?
It's been fantastic.
What's been the most memorable part to you of the event?
You know, I gotta say, and I say it all the time, it's the people every time. It's always the people. I think this year, the concentration of people that have been on the trade show floor has been so dynamic. The relationships that are being built, the revisiting of old friends, new relationships. I think the most memorable for me every time is the people. Further, I really am seeing some new emerging companies coming out that have never exhibited before. Maybe there's some tried and true organizations that have been exhibiting here, but you know, getting a chance to see those new companies participate is phenomenal. I gotta tell you, coming to this conference has been just immediately impactful in the relationships, getting to see people, and just getting the introduction to so many businesses and companies and beyond.
So now, we've already done two parts about associations. We'll talk a little bit about this. I guess this will be the third part. So what do you think an association can do to someone's career that they might not be expecting when they join?
That's a great question. When I think about that, I lean towards maybe the people. You're going to find the trend for me is people all the time. But let's do an example of if I were to come to this association event or another association event. I, in concentration over the past 3 days, have seen tens of people, 60, 70, 80 people that if I were to try to book a Zoom, see them in person, grab a lunch, the amount of time that it would have taken to coordinate and see all of those people could have easily gotten into 6 to 8 months to really get in and see them. But when I come into an association event, I have a concentration of the entire industry. So if I'm looking for a new job, I can come in and I'm not looking for a new job, but if somebody is, speaking generally, if somebody's looking for a new job, they can go to these different booths and express interest, kind of state their case, say, look, I'm really enthusiastic about this, I love that, and I really would love an opportunity to work with you. You could connect with peers. Kind of AWCI, an association, does a phenomenal job of facilitating peer groups, so you can see if there's a chance for you to join the Emerging Leaders Program or another peer group. Go beyond there. And further, you can see folks that I said vendors and suppliers in the booths, but there's also contractors that just walk these halls. I mean, you're seeing executives, you're seeing C-suite executives, all the way down to PMs and estimators and project superintendents. Truly, these association events are such a capture of the entire scope of the industry that you really have an opportunity if you put your hand out, you shake hands, you introduce yourself to make your career skyrocket. Yeah.
So I guess the biggest benefit is what you're saying of what someone might not expect is the networking aspect of it.
100%. Yeah, and you're going to get. I think you can always expect to see new technologies. You can go to a booth and see new stuff, but yes, you kind of underestimate who's standing right next to you. You might not know yet, looking at the same booth. So I would say, yeah, when you talk about career, just in this specific moment, because we're at Build 23, the momentum is great. Everybody's in good spirits. And speaking to that, in these trade shows and networking events and dinners and everything, yeah, I could really see somebody who wants to take their career to new heights really benefiting from this event, but also their local events as well.
So we did talk about how it could help your career. Are there sort events outside of the typical association meetings where members can go and basically, either use networking or get some other benefit out of it?
Absolutely. We're kind of focusing now in our third part about the associations. We talked about joining the association. What does an association look like? What can we expect? But I would say when you join an association, almost instantaneously, you're going to get career benefits. You're going to get introduced to people. You're going to see things. But I would keep your ears open as you look at an association and look beyond just the events and the social events and look deeper into, do they have committees? A lot of times they have committees that address plaster assemblies or a committee that's for young and emerging leaders in the industry. There's so when you would get on a committee, you could participate tell people your thoughts and your views. There's on the national landscape, there's a committee that does innovation. So they're looking at advanced technologies, things that maybe even aren't publicly known yet. You've got robots that can do layout on the floor, but what's that next technology? And if you happen to know about it or you're passionate about it, you can sit on a committee and really drive that forward. And just participating and contributing to your industry, you're going to get out of it exactly what you put into it. So if you take a mindset of, I want to give everything I can to push the industry forward, you're going to be rewarded with career benefits as well.
I know we did talk about careers. Are there other sort of unconventional opportunities that someone might find within an association?
Yeah, I mean, let's say you like planning stuff or parties, or you want to challenge the norm. You could put up ideas and say, hey, let's all go clay skeet shooting this year instead of golf. No, not everybody loves golf. Or, you can create really fun, engaging things. We're trying to create really creative things where maybe we do a graffiti night and, learn how to street art or, looking at NFTs. And so when you talk about unconventional, really the sky is the limit. You've got a collective voice that can look and kind of say, what do we want to do to push forward? What is the next generation looking for? What does the old generation want to bring down? And I mean, you talk about unconventional, you could really find any opportunity you never thought was possible. Yeah, so I would say, join an association, find your local association, find the national association, find the local association, wherever you can. And this is vendor, manufacturer, supplier. When you jump in and you contribute and you participate, you're going to get tenfold back the value that you put out.
And I know we talked in the other couple videos about where someone can go to join an association. What do you want to tell people again where they can go to join an association and get involved?
For sure. So to revisit, so let's say you want to join an association, Western Wall and Ceilings Contractors Association, WWCCA. On our website, we have a join section, and there's an application, and you submit it, and there's a nominal fee to it if you're a manufacturer, supplier, vendor, and then that's how you would join. So first would be website. Second would be those sales reps and sales managers that come and visit your office if you're a contractor and you're going in and you're saying, hey, you come into my office a lot, you're selling a lot, is there a local association that's specific for us, Wall and Ceilings? And then, so that would be the second one, ask your local vendor, supplier, manufacturer. And then third, ask your contractor peers. You're on a job walk, maybe with other supers, or let's say you're a unionized employer, you have the labor unions as well. Ask them, where is the local association? Who would you recommend I connect with? And through those three avenues, you'll find the best way to get into the association. And associations are so open. I really want to push that it's not a closed network. It's an open and engaged environment that people are looking for people to join. We need more people in these associations so we can carry them forward and push our industry forward.
That's all the time we have for today. I'm Michael Levitt, Associate Editor of Walls and Ceilings magazine. With me was Nick Carrillo of Western Wall and Ceiling Contractors Association. Thank you again for being here, Nick, and I hope you enjoyed your time at Build 23.
Thank you, Michael. I had a blast. Thank you.